Hey, what's going on? So, I understand that this is a pretty left field turn for anyone that actually, saw my channel before this, and I'll be still probably uploading when I can Pokemon content, but I kind of felt like doing this, and I hope that those of you that don't necessarily come to this, at least, still bear with me because I'll still do other stuff. But I basically this got brought upon by me watching a load of vinyl collection videos, and I don't know, something about them just feels immensely soothing to me, which is maybe weird. I couldn't tell you honestly. Don't have that kind of perspective on the matter, but really, it's just kind of fascinating to listen to other people talk about music that they're passionate about. And even if I can't get behind the choices, like I know that there are upteen of people talking about their 10 Fallout Boy records, and like I mean I can't personally get behind that, but I can respect the sentiment so much, and I still like will watch their videos. Will watch there's no one specific person those videos and get into those because it's just so enjoyable for me to listen to that kind of stuff. And maybe that'll be the case for other people. And I know that my tastes might vary from those in my, I guess, age group and this whole wave of new collectors that, at least from what I've seen, are very, hmm, very millennial. I'll put it that way. I don't know what else to say, but I have probably more than most people. I have been collecting for many years, and you know, my disposable income doesn't go to having friends outside of the internet. I'm a sad, lonely man. But I thought that I would just go ahead and start. I probably will cut it off at some arbitrary point. It'll be nothing specific, but something that makes it bite-sized and not grossly awful for everyone. But I'm just gonna cut myself off there and start talking about things. I'm gonna start with my 7 inches first and foremost. Chelsea Wolf, Hypnose, and Flame. So this is a 7 inch released in 2015 by, of course, Chelsea Wolf, and I fucking love her content, dude. It's so good. So like, all right, wow, I already sound awful. This is an artist that started around the late 2000s, and she writes these really depressive, dark singer-songwriter tracks. She's with her most initial content. She started in much of a folksier direction, like a kind of a dark little neo-folk kind of thing. But as her record progressed, she started going into elements of Baroque pop, and she even started incorporating, with her last record especially, facets of industrial music and doom metal almost. And it's just fascinating how she manages to take all these sounds and meld them in this really awesome little melting pot of sadness and melancholy, and I adore her work. So, based off that, I kind of bought this just on, not hating any of her records at all thus far, and I was pretty satisfied with it. It goes in much more of a Baroque direction with these tracks, and to that end, I would say that it's probably closest to her 2013 Pain is Beauty, which admittedly not my favorite of hers, but I don't at all hate it. I like it a lot, either which way. So it's kind of a moot point, all things considered. But this is fantastic. It has the packaging isn't that special. It's just it's on black, and it has a little. I'm trying to get out of there. Little lyric sheet, little nothing too special, but really it's a 7 inch. You can't expect them to make some crazy nutso packaging with that, and it looks nice, it sounds nice, and give it a listen if you haven't already, if you're into that kind of music. So next thing is Dillinger Escape Plan with their Limerick Death single. This single pumped me up a ton. I didn't end up loving the full length as much as most people did, I think, which I think it was spurred on a little bit by the fact that this is allegedly going to be their last record as the Dillinger Escapes Plan. They are, for those that don't know, an NJ-based hardcore and mathcore outfit. Not really given that much notice, unfortunately, because Converge has such a death grip on that genre. But I think that they're fantastic, and as an NJ boy, I have to, give them a little more appreciation on that merit alone. But this single was really good. It was very much at the roots. They're really jolty, brittle metalcore, and they were mixed by Kurt Blue of Converge, who, oh my goodness, if I could count the times that I was turned on to a record or something like that because it was mixed by Kurt Blue, you have no idea. It's just nuts. But yeah, it's pretty much just the single, and it is, however, on this nice. One second, let me make sure it's in the camera. White. It's all white. It's very nice. It's very pleasant. But this is a nice little single. I think it's what was it? It was the side B is just the instrumental version, with the first being just the Limerick Death track. So look this up if you're into metalcore. If you're into not metalcore, I keep saying metalcore. If you're into, your Jane Doe, all that, these guys are good too. Give them the props, because they're not gonna be around anymore. I mean, might as well chill out. But that is that. And moving right along, I actually got pretty lucky with this because The Fall, Bingo Masters Blowout. So The Fall is a band that I think never gets quite the credit it deserves. They are a fantastically prolific rock, post-punk, fusion, electronic. They do everything. They are they started like late 70s, early 80s. This, I believe, is from 1981. Feel free to not correct me in the comments because I can just look it up, and you can just look it up. We can all just look it up. It's the internet age. Why I didn't do it earlier is beyond me. But this was actually only pressed twice. Once when it was initially out, and another time in 2016. So I was fortunate enough to be around in a very nice time frame with that, and nobody at the record store I go to picks up 7 inches, or most of them don't, so I got it really easily. And there were it's limited to 1,000 copies, I think, or something like that. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. So it's got Psycho Mafia and Bingo Master on the front with Repetition in the back, and I really dig his vocals. Mark Smith's vocals on especially the front end of this. I feel because they're just very theatrical in a way. It almost reminds me of what Ice Age's vocals would turn into on some of their more bombastic cuts. If you don't know Ice Age, I'll be talking about them because I own their shit. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. It is I'm not very good at this, guys. I'm trying to do this for the people, but get out of there. On this nice little translucent dark blue. It's pretty nice. Pretty snazzy. Listen to it. It's only 10 minutes long. Wouldn't hurt it. So, one more from the fall. Right now, I have more fall 7 inches than I do full records, but I will get on that. I promise you. I promise you. But this is their two singles. It's the new thing, and can you see it there? Various times. I adore It's the New Thing. It is a fantastic single. It's got these. I mean, it's not anything particularly dense or like overly complicated. It just has this really, like this rudimentary synth line with some guitar playing and bass over it, but it's just so catchy. It's like bum 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 bum. It's crash. But good singles. Didn't show up on any of their full lengths to my knowledge. And just like the Bingo Masters Breakout, I think I said Blowout the first time. It's Breakout. It's Breakout, guys. I'm sorry. I'm new to this. Please bear with me. Bear with me. But yeah, this came out with the same reissue via Superior Viaduct. I was helped by the fact that it's on the back of that. That is very convenient. I'm glad that you did that, Superior Viaduct. Thank you. And that's pretty simple. Back. Didn't show the back of the other one. That's alright. It's not a big deal. And just like that, I'm not going to bother. It comes on the same little blue. It's got the nice blue, just like the Bingo Masters EP. And it's nice. Both of the tracks are, a good 5 minutes. So that's all there is to it. And now we got the Napalm Death Melt Banana Split 7-inch. This was I believe it was a Record Store Day exclusive for 2016. And was it Record Store Day or was it? It was one of those exclusive days, I guess. Guys, I think I might just be grossly incompetent, but I went to that and got this because I am a huge Melt Banana fan and a increasingly huge Napalm Death fan. So I figured, what is the? Oh, it does say Record Store Day, so it's probably Record Store Day. There you go. There you go. I am a fan of both of these outfits, and I figured that hey, the only reason these two would get together for a 7-inch would be for specifically me. And I mean, I'm really grateful, but I think you made a little too. I'm not gonna buy like 700 copies, guys. I just can't do that right now. I'm not in that position. I would consider it if I was a very rich man. I would consider it strongly, but I'm not, so I can't. And this is, I wouldn't say a highlight of either's career. And let me show you. It's got the little doggies and the snakes and the skulls and the whatever. And then on the back we got the Melt Banana side, and it's got the little girl with the skull and the whip and the Mardi Gras stuff. Yeah, it's nice. But it's not anything career defining for either of them, I don't think. And actually, I felt like the vocals on Melt Bananas were a little unusual. They weren't the same like high pitched thing we were used to. It had this much darker tone. I'm not sure if I like it or not. But I like the song, but it's just weird. It's very unlike them, I guess. So, but it's still very good stuff. Always enjoyable to hear a couple tracks from them. So that's all I can really say on this. Honestly, I'm probably not. So, moving right along. Street Sex! Street Sex! I don't have their full length yet, but I want to. I'm trying to be a little bit good about my money, but it costs like $15 to the furniture and I want to get it. Oh! Street Sex. This is part of their Gentrification series. This is their, which is a series of, I believe they intend to have it as 5 7 inches, and I don't have the first one yet. They was sold out, so I'm probably gonna have to peruse Discogs and get it because I want it. It's because I enjoy these guys' sounds a lot. It's basically what it is for those that aren't familiar. These are a experimental punk rock outfit that utilize a lot of industrial noise and sampling to make this really gross, angry sound collage that blends with their really aggressive vocals in this uniquely heavy and hateful way. So it's, I guess, it's a punk music for this age. I'll just leave it at that. I think that it's very reminiscent of guys like Sutek Hexen, which I understand. I am going from one band that you've never heard of to another, but if you happen to make those connections over that, awesome. I'm very proud of you because I also want to get some Sutek Hexen stuff, but he prints in such limited capacities and whatever, whatever. But it's got Gash Addict on the front and Disappearing Infamy on the back. Look it up. Gentrification 2, broken ceilings, broken windows, sunken ceilings. Look at that. Look at the art. They always take art like that, and it's so cool. I love it. I'm a fan. It's I only got mine on black, so I'm not going to show you that. Listen to it. Give it a try. It's not that bad, guys. But next thing, Ty Segall and the OCs. Yeah, Ty Segall and the OCs. And this is a cute little thing where they both trying to get the camera to be a little more kind to me. I know my face isn't good. It's not gonna help. This is a cute little thing where they both did a cover from one of the other's songs, and it was really interesting just for me on a conceptual level because they're both like really prolific garage rockers, and I wanted to just give it a try on that basis. It's really it's not bad, but it's not like, ooh, this is a must-have for everyone. It's just like if you're really into these kind of garage rocky dudes, then give it a shot. That's all that this is. This is something I enjoy, something I hope you enjoy. But yeah, Ty Skull covers Maria Stacks, whereas the OCs cover The Drag. So listen to them generally. I have some OCs material and some Ty Segall material right now. I don't have as much as I'd like, but they're the kind of guys that you can just dig into their huge back catalog and find at least a couple things that you enjoy. And that's just what I was doing here. So, moving right along. Woods and Ultimate Painting present Know Your Minute and Into the Darkness. I read off the back. This makes this job so much easier because I can't keep track of my 7 inches as well. I don't have that many even, and it's still difficult for me. I'm stupid, guys. This is a limited run, a couple live record shots, and it's not something that fantastic. It's not that special, I guess. It's more than just it's a nice little couple of live tracks from each of them. Woods is a really enjoyable, like, indie psychedelic type artist that I don't have any of his other material right now. I want to get some. He's a hit or miss artist though, so I can understand that. But it's pretty good. Put it on every once in a while. Have some fun. It's always enjoyable. It's a nice little pleasant listen. Check it out. And last on my 7-inch chart, we got Young Fathers. Soon come soon. And Every Guy. Young Fathers is a really interesting outfit, I think. They combine elements of R&B, hip hop, even to a little chamber pop. It's They'd go all over the place with their music and create this very unique lo-fi experience. This is a single that didn't end up showing up on any of their full lengths, to my knowledge. It might have shown up on Dead, which I don't like as a whole, so maybe that's why I forget it all the time if it is. But I enjoy these singles. They're very pleasant. They're very spacey, as you might gather from little guy with the mist, little mist man, little mist man. So, I don't have any Young Fathers full lengths as of yet. I have White Men or Black Men 2 on CD, and I hope to get their tape 2 on vinyl, but that'll come in the future. And I'll just show you for now my 110-inch. I think it's my 110-inch. Maybe it's mixed in with my other stuff, and we'll just call that a day and move on to my next stuff later. But this is Outcast with Elevators. Is this? Not. No, it's not. Okay, so yeah, Elevators. This is a Record Store Day exclusive. It honestly, it's been still at my record store for the longest time because I don't think that any people in New Jersey listen to rap music, guys. I feel like I think I'm the only guy, so which is cool, which is really cool because like I can let things sit in the rap section for like 5 years and be like, yeah, nobody's gonna take this, so I can prioritize other stuff if I so desire. Like I was able to pull this color pressing on Raekwon record. I'll get to that when I get to it. But yeah, this is of course a pretty popular single from their AT-Aliens record, which I think is personally their strongest work. It's my most enjoyed, and this is basically just the traditional ones. It's got a bunch of remixes, it's got the acapella, etc., etc., etc. They just decided to fit all kinds of different cool stuff in there. Because if you're getting this, you're getting it because you're a big fan and you just want to hear like different variations of that. So they did a good job with it. It was worth the buy, in my opinion. And of course, it comes on this piece of paper. I didn't. Fucking, I'm stupid. Alright, no, it came on this little alien green, and actually, you can't tell now because I'm not gonna try because this camera quality is poor, but it's actually glow in the dark. You can actually, it's not like fantastically translucent, whatever. But it has a definite little shine to it, little visibility to it when you put it in the dark. I tried. It's not great, but it's good. And it's just a neat little thing because aliens, and that's spooky. It's a little cookie, and there's a little alien man on there. Look at him. That's nice, right? So I think this was the first time that this actually got pressed onto vinyl, and it's really nice of them to do. Unlike the fucking Justin Bieber picture disc, that I have no idea why they put that as a thing that people would ever want. It's not. Come on, guys. Who wanted the Justin Bieber picture disc? Who wanted that, really? Nobody. You guys are fools. I was going to get it as a goof, but I couldn't even get it as a goof. I'm pretty sure it's still sitting in the shelves. Because nobody wants that shit. That being said, I appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think. I'll get onto my other things, but I just took like 20 minutes talking about maybe not even 10 things, I don't think. So, hopefully I'll get a little more succinct in the future. Maybe I won't. Who the fuck knows? Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.